Welcome to Later is Greater, Women Over 60 Embracing Life. If this is your first time on the podcast, my name is Stella. I'm a self-published author, and I got all my expertise the hard way in my own life. Had to figure it out, how to fix it, and make it better. Now, I just love sharing this with you, ladies. Our conversation today is about how it's not too late for you to reinvent yourself at any age. Ever feel like you missed the boat? Like it's too late for you to start that business or write a book or find your true passion? Well, you're not alone. 50% of women say they've given up on their dreams, and over 75% of people regret not pursuing theirs. But that doesn't have to be your story. If your life were a blank canvas right now, what would you paint? Who would you wish to be? Not who others expect you to be, but the woman that you want to become. I know what that feels like to rebuild from scratch, to question whether success is even possible after 60. But here's the truth. Every powerful woman in history faced setbacks, yet they refused to shrink. And neither will we. Today, let's talk about claiming your identity and stepping boldly into the life you deserve. Many women over 60 feel like they've missed their chance, that they're too old, or that it's too late. And that is a lie. My personal favorites are Georgia O'Keeffe, Frida Kahlo, and Gloria Steinem. The first two women were artists. They persevered despite very difficult marriages, and their careers as artists soared because of their husbands. But still, these women continued with their art careers and became famous. Gloria Steinem was a young journalist who struggled to break through the glass ceiling until she took on an assignment posing as a Playboy bunny and created a documentary of what it was like for women who were Playboy bunnies. That assignment catapulted her career. The rest is history. So know that you are not too old to redefine your life. For example, Laura Ingalls Wilder, the author of Little House on the Prairie, that became a hit series in the 70s. She started her career as a novelist in her 60s. She published her first book in her mid-60s and then published 7 more after that. How about Louise Hay, who is considered to be the founder of the modern-day self-help movement? She published her first book, Heal Your Body, at 50 in 1976. And 12 years later, she published You Can Heal Your Life, which has sold over 50 million copies. She was a pioneer in the subject of mind-body connection, and mainstream media was totally clueless here. This is where it gets interesting. She launched her publishing company, Hay House, at 62. Society tells us older women to be quiet, to settle, and to fade in the background. We have the pressure to shrink ourselves. We come from that generation. Many of us spent decades putting others first, our husbands, our children, our family, with all our heart and with all our love. Now, don't you think it's time to be true to yourself, even though the world wants you to fit into their expectation? This is your chapter. No more shrinking. Ask yourself, if nothing were holding me back, who would I be? Knowing what you really want isn't always easy. Think beyond the traditional roles like mother or wife. What really excites you? What lights you up? This is what I did. Write down 3 qualities of what you admire in other women. How can you embody those qualities? Look at their lives. Many of them did not have opportunities in life. I only mentioned a few. However, you probably can think of many others. Read about them and be encouraged and inspired by their story. Love yourself enough to do this. Overcoming doubt and fear when we begin this exercise is normal. After all, we are stepping into potentially a new identity. I know I have doubted myself. I tried several online business projects when I was raising my children. At that time, they were toddlers. I got a graphic design diploma. I joined Etsy in 2009 when Etsy was only 3 years old. And I launched a commercial printing home-based business. These businesses did not grow sufficiently to support me, mainly because I couldn't juggle raising a family while in a difficult marriage. However, I didn't stop there. I'm still working at it. For example, I ask myself, why didn't my YouTube channel grow faster when I launched my outreach, helping women over 50 who are facing divorce? The costs of this outreach used up my little nest egg. Then came the pandemic, which finished the job. Today, I am on a zero budget and I'm at it again, adapting in every step. Every upload, every thumbnail tweak, every lesson is progress. You don't need to be successful overnight. You just need momentum and to believe in yourself when the world tells you not to. If you do a little research, you will find that you are in good company. Taking bold action is part of this journey. Reinvention isn't just a dream, it's a decision. What one action can you take this week to step into your new self? Whether it's starting a project, saying no to something draining, or simply owning your space, just do it. As Nike says, and they say that because they know how much we hesitate and second guess ourselves. But what if this brings you the greatest fulfillment of your life? Love yourself enough to do this inner work and come up with a strategy of your own. You know, you are not starting over. You are starting from experience. It's never too late to become the woman you wish to be. If you've reached 60, you have already survived so much, and now it's your time to thrive. Thank you so much for being here today. I'm so happy that you stopped by and took time out of your busy day to listen in. It means a lot to me to encourage women of my generation to step into their power and live a fulfilled life. I'll be waiting for you in the next episode. Thank you so much. Have an empowered week.